Like, there's so many things that people are going, oh, yeah, this is a publicity stunt. No, it ain't. This is not a publicity stunt to push some sort of album. I guarantee you that.
Pascal, you are now rocking.
I'm actually happy that this is happening, or this happened, okay? Because now everyone gets a chance to see a little bit of what's going on inside the mind of Kanye West. So, Kanye West went to Forbes and had an interview with Forbes. And as I said in the title up above us, Kanye finally dumps Trump. And he says, and I'm quoting, "I'm taking the red hat off." So in this absolutely crazy interview, the star fleshed out his 2020 presidential ambitions for the very first time. Tommy boy, let's speak on this, man, because this is... oh my God, this is so good. Yeah, come on with it.
Well, let's see. What all has he said in this? He said that he's upset with how Trump has dealt with the coronavirus pandemic. He said without specifying exactly what he meant, the star said, "It looks like one big mess to me. I don't like that I caught wind that he hid in the bunker." Let's see. He says he wants to run under the banner of the birthday party. He wants to call his party the birthday party because when we win, it's everybody's birthday. So, yeah. He says, what does he say here? He says the clearest vision, according to this article, the clearest vision he offered of what he wants to do is the movie Black Panther. He says a lot of Africans do not like the movie and representations of themselves in Wakanda, but I'm going to use the framework of Wakanda right now because it's the best explanation of what our design group is going to feel like in the White House. Let's see. West appears to accept that he may not win this year, saying, let's see if the appointing is at 2020 or if it's 2024, because God appoints the president. If I win in 2020, then it's God's appointment. If I win in 2024, then that was God's appointment. So, yeah, I mean, we kind of worried that Kanye might be having an episode here. Definitely sounds like he is.
Okay, hold on. Pause for a second. Have you ever heard Kanye speak? You guys can basically say yes. If you say yes, then he clearly is always like this. So, you know, like if you go, like the most fascinating interview I've ever seen with Kanye West was with David Letterman on his My Next Guest Needs No Introduction on Netflix. Just watch that. Just watch it. Do yourself a favor, sit down and consume that for 52 minutes. And I'm telling you right now, you will get Kanye West right there in that 52-minute episode or however long it is. The man is unhinged. No matter what, no matter how many prescription drugs he's on to keep him even, the fact that, imagine him without those meds. Let's just be completely straight funky. So, yes, the man is a genius in his art. He's extremely a creative genius. Absolutely. There's no argument about that. But then you click and drag that on top of the country and him running the country? Bruh, I don't know. Now, the fact that he is serious about this says something. Now, I'm wondering if he's done what he needs to do in regards to getting those signatures, because it's not like he could just hop on. He's got to do a few things. There's a little bit of red tape he's got to do, at least a little bit. Has he done anything? Has he stepped towards that to make those things happen yet? That's what I'd like to know. But it sounds like he hasn't. So, I don't know. What's that?
Meanwhile, he tweeted the day after he announced that he's going to be president, he tweeted that he's building Yeezy shelters. So,
excuse me?
He looks like he's running for president and building doomsday bunkers.
Wait, He's building doomsday bunkers.
Well, no,
Yeah.
he said Yeezy shelters is what he shared on Twitter. It's like the next thing after he shared after saying he's running for president the following day. He said that he's building Yeezy shelters in process. Hashtag 2020 vision. Those look like massive structures that are going to be covered in concrete. Like, and who knows how far down they go, you know? I don't know. He's got money to do it all, so.
I mean, he's got money for sure, but it's just so weird to me. But that's the thing. You see his interview. If you go and check it out, his interview in Forbes, you could see that clearly he's, like you said, Tom. You know, he's unhinged. He's not fully all there, 110%. Like the dude might be on his meds, but those meds ain't kicking in yet. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know. It's
I'm still.
Go ahead, Tom.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tom.
I'm still really skeptical of all of this, though. I mean, you know, I don't know that I really believe that he's broken with Trump. I think he might be saying he's breaking with Trump in an attempt to get more people to break off from the Biden vote. I mean, if people just see him as, you know, a hardcore conservative friend of Trump that's running in this election, they might be like, oh, okay, you're just trying to pull votes off of Biden. But if he breaks with Trump and says, I don't agree with Trump and I don't like Trump now, then he might, you know, in his mind, he might be able to break off some of those Biden voters.
Could be a ploy.
So I don't trust him. I don't trust that he's really broken with Trump. I still think this might be a ploy to try and pull voters away from Biden.
You know, if you really think about it, I like what you said, Tom, because if you really think about it, if he's sitting there going, nah, I'm taking my red hat off. I'm taking that hat off with this interview, right? So then let's just say he's a black conservative, like we talked about in the last time we talked about this. We talked about this on Monday. Now, what if that's the move? For him to sit there and go, well, Trump is obviously leaning hard into the white nationalists and leaning hard on racist rhetoric now. Basically, you can, getting behind the Confederate flag, getting behind all the things that hardcore right-wing conservatives and white nationalists would be leaning on, right? Then you got Kanye, who's coming in. And the thing is that not a whole lot, I would assume, because I'm not a black conservative, but I would assume that there's a good portion of black conservatives that aren't liking the stuff that Trump is saying and standing behind suddenly, right? He's leaning hard on that race card, okay? So maybe Kanye gets the petition, those signatures that he needs. Let's just say he gets those signatures that he needs. Suddenly, black conservatives are going, well, I ain't voting for this racist son of a gun. But Kanye's a black conservative. I'm not going to vote for Biden because he's just meh. He's in the land of senility. See what I did there, Tom? I learned a new word. Senility. So then they're going, well, let's vote for Kanye. So then everyone goes and votes for Kanye instead of voting for Biden. So Trump still gets the votes. You see what I'm saying? Trump still gets the votes that he needs, but a lot of the votes are still, and then a lot of the votes are going over to Kanye, both on the conservative and liberal, because there's going to be people who are just Kanye West fans, and they're going to go and vote for him anyway. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to screw up the voting process anyway. Kanye's not going to win. Hell to the no. He's just going to muck it up.
He might play spoiler, although I doubt it.
He could play what? Say?
He could play the spoiler in the election, though. I mean, I don't think he's going to, but he could pull off some votes from Democrats and
absolutely
cause Biden to lose. I don't think he's going to. I don't think enough voters will split from the Democratic Party to support Kanye West, knowing that Kanye West doesn't really have a grasp on reality. But I can't help but think that that's not Kanye West's motivation, isn't to split the Democratic Party and hand Trump a second term.
Right.
He's been I mean, he's been going to bat for Trump from the beginning, and now here we are a few months out from the election, and he's pulling this kind of stuff. I just don't buy it.
Now, the other thing is there are people who are sitting there saying, people keep on sitting here saying that this is a publicity stunt to promote his upcoming album, and he's basically, his response was saying, I'll give that album away for free. Now, I'll say this though, why would he need to do a publicity stunt to promote an album? Trust me, he could put out an album right now without anybody knowing, and everybody would know. Does that make sense? There are still Kanye West fans that will consume everything that he does. Why do you think Adidas was saved by Yeezys? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why he's going over to Gap. That's why he's about to make some millions. He's about to make billions off of Gap. You feel me? Like, there's so many things that people are going, oh yeah, this is a publicity stunt. No, it ain't. This is not a publicity stunt to push some sort of album. I guarantee you that. This man could literally drop an album today, right now, this very second. The whole album could be beep bop, boopity boop, boop, beep bop, all noises and all bells and whistles throughout the entire album, and everyone would be like, dude, man, that stuff is the jam, bruh, this thing's the bomb. Trust me. He can literally throw ish on the wall, sprinkle it with salt, and say art. And people will be like, yes, I see what he's saying here. So it has nothing to do with any publicity stunt because he's Kanye. He is Kanye. We refer to him in his first name. Do you know how big you have to be? You know what I'm saying? There's only a few people that you can actually say that about. You know? Whitney, Mariah, Britney. You see what I'm saying? There's only a few people you can do that to. So he doesn't need. One day, my brothers. One day. But you don't have to. He doesn't have to do publicity stunts. That's not his. That shouldn't even be his MO. So he really is really down trying to make this thing happen. For sure. And I think people need to just start deleting that idea out of their minds of some sort of publicity stunt. You know, like I said, his gospel album that he recently put out earlier this year. People were downloading it. I downloaded it. You know what I'm saying? People consumed it. He didn't have to promote anything. He just dropped it, and there it was. So anyway. Just saying, people still eat his ish up, and there's no need for him to do any kind of publicity stunts. People will buy his stuff no matter what. So we'll see what happens in regards to what he's saying as far as the birthday party. I think that's hilarious. And that his campaign slogan will, according to the magazine, will be simply yes. So he's the yes man. He's basically Jim Carrey. Yes man. Yes. So
Kanye, can you resign? Yes. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Bring in the VP. You know what I'm saying? So this is like I said, definitely comment down below and let us know what you think about this whole situation. Publicity stunt? Is it a publicity stunt? Is this real? Or is this just full on trash? Comment down below.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.